Nice to meet you, CrossFit. With the implementation of the Peace Officer Standards and Training Regulations looming, the region's conservation officers gave CrossFit a try. The first ever Game Warden Academy finds Micronesia's conservation officers sweating side by side, representing Chuuk, Kosrae, Palau, Pohnpei, and of course Guam, guardians of our natural resources and wildlife converged at Custom Fitness in Anigua.
Well, we believe that CrossFit training is vital to help these guys get up to the post standard as far as physical fitness. So we incorporated it into our academy right away, so that way they can go back and start training their personnel.
While the Game Warden Academy had traditional training methods in running and standard PT, Lieutenant Aguon felt CrossFit was a natural fit, given the physical nature of conservation officer duties.
Always in the jungle, mostly patrolling, but most of the time I'm on foot. So, it's the fatigue gets you, but just got to push forward.
With a common goal in mind, Lieutenant Aguon knows the training methods learned in this historic academy will be passed on throughout the region.
We're not just from different islands. We protect the resources that share the waterways and our streams and everything throughout this region.
As sweat poured from their bodies, box jumps, push-ups, burpees, planks, and kettlebell squats. The only female cadet in the academy told us why she chose this line of work.
Just for my love of this island, wanting to help the future generations, help preserve what we have left.
With each workout targeting specific skills, for example, bike, run, and plank benefiting core strength and mobility, the cadets, many of them already conservation officers in their respective islands, know they'll have more tools in the toolbox to do their job.
I'm very appreciative for this training to us because this is our first time to join academy training, so I really like, because I believe that if I go back home, I'm going to teach my co-workers in our department, marine resources.
Rinson Phillip, a 30-year veteran officer from Kosrae, said the region, from Guam to Palau, is facing similar threats to the environment from those who take advantage of what Mother Nature has to offer.
Illegal turtle hunting, and of course species of fishes are diminishing because of mindless harvesting of those. People are careless about preserving these fishes. So we hope to enforce the law as best as we can to keep the population of the fish to remain for the next generation to use.
Heineken Rugby Sevens tournament this weekend at the UOG field. 7 men's and 3 women's teams playing against teams from the NMI Noti Marianas in the 2-day tournament.
Well, I think one of the greatest things about this tournament with Heineken support is the fact that our players get to play. You know, Rugby Sevens is an Olympic sport. It's going to be in Tokyo in 2020, and I think what better way to sort of get the ball rolling in this region than sort of a Sevens tournament that's going on right now.
Games fast and action-packed with some of the best rugby players on island hitting the field representing their club teams.
With the team from Saipan coming over, their national team, we also have a lot of current and recent national team players for both men and women's teams, as well as young rugby stars that have shined in high school and are taking that next step on the senior level.
The CNMI's men's squad will be using the tournament as a warm-up for the upcoming Pacific Mini Games in Vanuatu, and Guam's players will be prepping for the 2019 Pacific Games.
We will be using this opportunity to look at some of the athletes and try and get them into a mode where they want to train between now and June 2019 for the Pacific Games.